If you're thinking about getting a GPS watch in 2025, chances are you've looked at Garmin and then immediately gotten overwhelmed by all the options. Fenix? Enduro? Forerunner? What's the difference? And which one is actually right for you? Whether you're training for your first 5K or gearing up for a 100-mile ultra, we're breaking down 3 of Garmin's most talked about watches this year. Let's make your next watch the right one. Today we're focusing on 3 Garmin watches that a lot of people ask about. Most folks just want a solid GPS watch, but even after choosing Garmin, it can still be confusing. There are so many options. So we thought we'd break down 3 of the most popular models for runners in particular. Yeah, we've got a whole range here, and really there's something for everyone. I'll give you a quick rundown of the Fenix 8, the Enduro 3, and a fan favorite, the Forerunner 265, which has seen some serious success lately. We've really beefed up that mid-tier product with the 265, and it's done incredibly well. The Fenix line is our top-tier, premium flagship watch. In my opinion, it packs everything into one device. It's got a durable titanium case, sapphire display, and with the Fenix 8, the upgrades from the Fenix 7 Pro are solid. We added a speaker and mic, so now you can make and take calls directly from your wrist. You're also getting some upgraded smart features and, for the first time, an ECG function. It's FDA approved, and all you need to do is touch 2 contact points on the watch to take a reading. You can even download the ECG report and share it with your doctor. Pretty amazing. We also added a basic dive mode. The buttons are now inductive dive buttons, which means they're fully sealed and leak-proof. It just goes to show the Fenix really is the complete package. So if you want the best of the best, something future-proof that can go with you anywhere and handle anything, the Fenix is where you want to be. Now, the Enduro 3 is a bit different. This one is for the ultra-endurance athlete, someone doing adventure races or multi-day efforts and needs something that just won't die. It has an improved solar panel built into the watch, giving it up to 320 hours of GPS recording. Massive battery life. It's also incredibly lightweight. Garmin redesigned the case, no more titanium backplate. Now it's a polymer case with a titanium bezel. Still durable, still premium, but lighter. And it has all the maps and the same training and performance features as the Fenix. I've done multiple 100-mile races with this, and it's amazing going into a race knowing battery life isn't something I have to stress about. I can focus on everything else. That's where the Enduro really shines. It's for people who need performance and longevity above all. Then we've got the Forerunner 265, which I think has really entered the mainstream for a lot of runners. I'm a road runner myself, and I see a ton of people out there using the 265, probably more than the Fenix or Enduro, honestly. The 265 builds on the success of the 255. We took our mid-range series and really leveled it up. It's a high-performing, well-priced product that works for most people. It's got all the adaptive training features, recovery metrics, everything a road runner or a trail runner could want. And the biggest hidden gem is the adaptive training program. Say you want to train for a marathon but don't want to hire a coach or don't even know where to begin. You just put your goal race on the calendar in Garmin Connect, and the watch will build a personalized training plan for you. It adjusts day-to-day based on how you're recovering and how your workouts are going. If you go out and have a few drinks the night before, your recovery score might dip, and the watch will suggest a rest day instead of a long run. It's smart, intuitive, and very underappreciated. And the watch on your wrist right now, what are you wearing? This is the Forerunner 965. Are you training for something? Yeah, I do a lot of ultra-endurance stuff. Right now I'm prepping for my next race. It's a 100K in February called the Run Love It 100K. The watch is coaching me as we speak. I've got it synced to that race in the calendar, and I get daily suggested workouts based on how I'm recovering and performing. It's a really cool feature that doesn't get enough attention, but I think it's one of the most compelling things Garmin offers. And it works just as well for a first-time runner as it does for someone like you. Yeah, I'd say it's most effective from the 5K up to marathon range. Once you get into ultra distances, it can still be useful, but it's probably not as tailored as working with a professional coach. But for most people, it's a phenomenal starting point. So the 265 is for your everyday runner, someone who wants a solid, reliable product that can take them from 5K all the way to triathlon. It's accurate, gives you the data you need, and offers helpful guidance along the way. Then there's the Enduro for the ultra-performance athlete who wants something that'll last forever and not be a variable they have to think about mid-race. And finally, the Fenix is our top-of-the-line, no-compromise flagship. This is for someone who wants everything: premium materials, the latest tech, smart features, durability. It's basically a multi-tool on your wrist. A true 24-hour watch. Exactly. Whether you're skiing, paddleboarding, golfing, diving, the Fenix has got you covered. One thing I think is worth talking about with these watches, especially as people try to decide between them, is just how much personalization is possible now. Like, we're not in the days anymore where you just strap on a GPS watch and go for a run. Now it's like, what kind of metrics do you care about? What kind of training are you doing? Do you want music? Do you want maps? Do you care about smart features like notifications or phone calls? Yeah, exactly. It's no longer one size fits all. Each of these watches speaks to a specific kind of user. Like with the Fenix, you're getting full-color topographic maps preloaded, great for trail runners, hikers, skiers. You've got ski maps for thousands of resorts worldwide. You've got golf maps. You've even got real-time stamina tracking during a run so you can see how much gas you've got left in the tank. It's wild how far we've come, right? And even the navigation features, like turn-by-turn directions, route planning, real-time breadcrumb trails, all built into the watch. And that's across the board now, too. It used to be just a high-end feature, but you're seeing things like breadcrumb navigation make its way into watches like the 265 now. It's honestly kind of amazing how much value you're getting for the price point these days. Okay, let's talk about durability for a second. Because for a lot of people, especially folks doing trail or mountain activities, that's huge. They want something that's not just functional, but bulletproof. Totally. The Fenix and Enduro are both tanks in that sense. The Fenix 8 in particular is built like a brick. It has that titanium or stainless steel bezel depending on the model, sapphire glass that resists scratches like crazy, and it's water rated to 10 ATM, so you can take it diving no problem. And those inductive buttons you mentioned earlier, those are a big deal, right? Yeah. Since they're sealed and have no mechanical movement, there's nothing that can jam or leak. It's the kind of design choice that matters if you're dealing with mud, water, sand, basically any of the elements. Same goes for cold or high-altitude environments. These watches are tested in some wild conditions. And on the other end of the spectrum, even though the 265 isn't built like a tank in the same way, it's still really durable for everyday runners. Like, you're not going to worry about sweat, rain, or the occasional fall. Absolutely. It's still got Gorilla Glass and a fiber-reinforced polymer case. It's light, comfortable, and can absolutely take a beating during regular training. Most people aren't bashing their watch against rocks on a trail run anyway. Can we get into the screen tech a bit? Because one of the things people ask a lot is, why doesn't every Garmin have AMOLED? Good question. So the 265 and 965 both have AMOLED displays, and that's a huge draw. They're bright, colorful, and super easy to read, even in sunlight. They look like something you'd see on a smartwatch. But the Fenix and Enduro stick with the MIP, memory and pixel displays, right? Right, and that's a deliberate choice. MIP screens use way less power, especially in direct sunlight, and they're always on without draining the battery. So for people doing long adventures, ultras, multi-day treks, alpine missions, you're getting significantly more battery life because of that display choice. So basically, AMOLED gives you that slick, vibrant look, great for city runs or everyday use, while MIP is more about utility and endurance. Exactly. You pick based on what you value more, the sleekness of the screen or the longevity of the battery. Speaking of battery, can you break down what kind of life we're talking about for each of these? Yeah, for sure. So with the Fenix 8, depending on your settings, you're getting somewhere in the ballpark of 40 to 50 hours of GPS time, or up to 20 days in smartwatch mode. And with solar, those numbers get even better. The Enduro 3 is on another level. It can hit 320 hours of GPS recording with solar, which is just insane. That's multiple ultras without even thinking about charging. Exactly. And then the 265, while not quite in that realm, is still solid. You'll get around 20 to 24 hours in GPS mode and up to a week in smartwatch mode. Again, it's more than enough for most people. What about music? That's becoming more of a standard now, right? Yeah, and all three of these watches support music, actually. You can load your playlists, use Spotify offline, and pair Bluetooth headphones. The 265 and 965 especially are great for this because of that AMOLED display. It just feels like using a mini smart device. Let's talk price really quick. What kind of investment are people looking at here? So, the Forerunner 265 is the most affordable of the three. It's around $450, which is a killer deal for what you're getting. The Fenix 8 is going to be in the $800 to $1,000 range depending on the model, sapphire, solar, titanium, etc. And then the Enduro 3 is typically around $900 or so. So yeah, you're paying a premium for the higher-end models, but you're getting serious capability in return. And for people who are serious about their training or who live active lifestyles, it's really an investment into something they'll use every day. Exactly. It becomes more than a watch. It's a training partner, a health tracker, a navigation device, even a bit of a safety tool with incident detection and live track features. Yeah, let's not forget that. These watches can detect crashes or falls and alert your emergency contacts in real time. That's huge peace of mind, especially if you're out running alone, biking in remote areas, or even skiing. The watch can track your location and send alerts if something goes wrong. Alright, so just to wrap it all up again, the Fenix 8 is for the person who wants the ultimate all-in-one device. Top build quality, tons of features, no compromises. The Enduro 3 is for the ultra-endurance athlete, the person pushing limits on multi-day events or expeditions. And the Forerunner 265 is the people's champion, great price, beautiful screen, excellent training tools, and just a super solid choice for most runners. Couldn't have said it better. No matter where you're at in your fitness journey, there's a Garmin watch that fits exactly what you need. Love it! Thanks for breaking all that down.